Hey guys, Paul from Ashen Phoenix. It is new comic book day for the week of July 17th. We're going to get started right now. This episode brought to you by shirts. They're half of what you need for service. Buy one. Or come to the comic book store. 30 North Main Street, Glassboro, New Jersey, 08028. Come buy some comics. Come buy some D&D stuff. Or use that address to mail Tim a Johnny Quest DVD.
Stop.
He doesn't actually want one. Well, he doesn't want somebody to spend money on one. But if you buy it as a gift, he'll love you forever. He won't hug you, but he'll love you forever.
I'll hug you.
Okay, maybe he'll hug you.
I might hug you. Paul, you're not centered.
I'm not centered?
Now you are.
Okay.
Now you are.
All right.
Now you are.
Okay.
Now you are.
Hey guys, Tim from Capes and Scowls, and if you see this big of a stack in front of me, that means it's time for the trades. So let's get to it. We got Black Widow, Volume 1, question mark? I mean, I know it's Volume 1, but like, it doesn't say Volume 1. Like, is this just a 5-issue mini? Wow, your car sucks. Well, who knows? It's got Clayton Crane art. We've got Die. Kirkman and Scott S. Gimple, M. Gimple. Scott M. Gimple, the Walking Dead dude. My favorite thing about this is first volume is called Collector's Item. That's brilliant.
That wasn't bad.
It wasn't terrible.
I read the first issue.
Yeah. Gunning for Hits. I really enjoyed the first issue of this. And I might pick this up. This was pretty cool. This collects issues 1 through 6. It's a thriller, crime. We've got Wolverine, The Long Night. It was about this one night that was real long. He fought a bear. You know, stuff happened. We got Miles Morales, Straight Outta Brooklyn. Volume 1. Very good jumping on point for Miles, coming out of that whole Spider-Verse is awesome thing that we're doing. Justice League, Volume 3? Yes, Volume 3. I hate it when they write it in different spots. It's always on the corner, and now it's back here, and I don't know. But, yeah, you've got a good team here. You got Martian Manhunter doing things. Green Arrow, Volume... Oh, they're doing it again. 7. Volume 7 of this. Still going strong. I threw this in with the trades. It's just a huge issue. It's a $7.99 issue of From Hell. It's a restored color version. So that is issue 6 of that. Vindication. Vindication's always good, right? Collects issues 1 through 4. It's a crime and mystery. This is from Top Cow and Image, which is always fun. We've got Wonder Woman with that Art Germ cover. So good. This is Volume 9 of the Rebirth series, which is going super strong. This I'm pretty excited to read. George Takei's They Called Us Enemy. I heard really good stuff about this. It's from Top Shelf. So I'll be checking this out at some point. But, yeah, George Takei. He's the best. Pretty much it. And then finally, we have the new Overstreet comic book price guide. And, oh, there is something else hidden in here. We'll get to that in a second. They come in hardcover and softcover. And we've got the DC Batman Rogues Gallery Villains cover. And then we've got the other one here that I have is Firefly. We also had Zorro, but Al liked that one, so he kept it for the store. And what was thrown in there, it was Disney's Dracula. If you ever want to see Mickey Mouse fight Dracula for some reason, now you can. This is from Dark Horse, actually, which is interesting.
First up, we have Vampirella issue number 1. It's a 50th anniversary issue. It's kind of a wraparound. It's cute. Vampirella is on a couch talking to a therapist after she is scooped up with the other survivors of a plane crash and having a conversation, trying to explain to the psychiatrist why she needs to go out and do Vampirella things. While the psychiatrist is trying to explain to her that werewolves and vampires and all this stuff do not exist. And it's a funny back and forth. This is really cute. The art is really well done, and the writing kept me interested throughout the entire story. So Christopher Priest, you did an awesome job writing. Who?
Do it.
Ergun Gunduz.
Yeah.
Artist and colorist. Good job. I know I butchered that name, but this is awesome. I think this is setting up an ongoing. I don't think this is a one-shot or anything like that. I think this is actually supposed to be an ongoing series. So I was interested to see what was going on with the story, and I want to read more.
All right, time to talk about my books this week. First up, we've got Collapser from DC's Young Animal line. This is a new character. It is about a young man who is, like 20s or so, and he is trying to kind of do what he wants to do with his life. He's going at it, in a pretty good way. He is a DJ at night, and he really wants to be a DJ, and he has his big break, and things kind of go bad for him. And on top of that, he's definitely having some strange inner monologues. He may be schizophrenic. There may be some sort of mental illness in there. He may just be having a bad day. I don't know. The way it's written is really great, though. And the dialogue was just fantastic. The art was also really good. The color combined with the art really went very well. They just worked so good together. Sean Simon is your artist, and I believe Ilya, I'm sorry. I assume that's the colorist. Could be an inker. Oh god. Nope. I don't know. Nope. I was wrong. Everything I told you was a lie. You might have to edit this one.
Nope.
No?
Good.
No, we're just going to own it?
Just gonna own it.
So I got everything wrong, except, all right, Mikey Way and Sean Simon wrote this together. Ilias I still can't say your name, but I love you because your art is very good. So you have my love. I don't just throw that out willy-nilly, do I, Paul? Nope, I don't. No, not to you. And then the colors were by Chris Peter. Simon Bolin did the letters too, by the way. Basically, the combo of the two really works out well. There's a lot of like blues and purples, and I just really love that. Things just get wild. But the twist of the book is there's a black hole in play in this story, and the black hole ends up at a pretty interesting place. And what implications that means to a guy who's just a DJ trying to make a living in like a New York kind of scenario. It's pretty fun. I think you'd like it, so check it out.
Next up, guys, we have Blade Runner 2019, issue number 1. Now, full disclosure, I've never actually watched Blade Runner. It's one of those weird holes in my, appreciation for movies that I just never got around to.
Paul, it's good.
I mean, I know it's good.
I'm just telling you.
I heard everybody loves it. But it gave me at least, I know at least enough about the movies, and there's a synopsis in the story to basically explain and figure out what is going on. So this is 2019. So this is taking place after the first movie, basically, or along the lines of that similar that storyline, that kind of thing. You're following a detective who kind of moonlights as a Blade Runner, who is giving a task to do from her boss to help find a very rich family's missing wife and child. This was an awesome noir style book. I was engaged from the very beginning of it. It was really, really good. Had this been any other week, this probably would have been my pick of the week because it was that good. I really liked the story, and especially not knowing anything about the universe itself, to be able to be pulled in that quickly for it, just really felt good. So I got to give props to Michael Green, Michael Johnson, and Andres Gugnaldo, I'm assuming is how you say your last name. But you guys did awesome. And like I said, had this been any other week, this would have been my number one.
Wow, I had that problem too.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't. So yeah, you'll understand why in a minute.
All right, so next up, I gotta tell you, any other week, this would have been my pick of the week. Any other one. Sorry. Any other week, this would have been my pick of the week. This is Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, issue number 1. It is written by Matt Fraction, and it is drawn by Steve Lieber. And that is a combination I absolutely love. I love both these guys. Lieber's art is just so fun, so fantastic. And if you recall, a lot of Jimmy Olsen books in the past are kind of like they're fun. You're supposed to be having fun. This is definitely a comedy book with perhaps there's some serious implications at times, but we're focused on kind of the silly. And I enjoyed it because when you think silly with Matt Fraction, as far as his writing, you usually think sex criminals. I kind of always question, like, how much of that is Matt and how much of that is Chip, because they're both completely out of their minds when it comes to humor. Trust me, Matt does well on his own here. The book's a lot of fun. Jimmy Olsen basically is saving the Daily Planet with his viral videos because print is dead, and basically a lot of the issue is explaining that to Perry White. There's a slew of, like, start over with the titles, the titles starting over, and just different stories. There's this awesome Gotham tenant that he rents an apartment from. That made that whole scene just made my night. It was great. The book was everything I wanted and more. And if my bestest comic buddy in the world didn't put a book out this week, it would have been my pick of the week. So, but Matt, Steve, you're great.
Why wasn't that last issue my number one? Because anytime you give me a Batman book with Tom King and Tony Daniel art, you are going to get me to be the pick of the week, because this art is just beautiful. And we are now in the city of Bane, where Batman has been gone long enough for Bane to have completely taken over Gotham City, with Thomas Wayne running around as Batman, unbeknownst to the Justice League and everything like that. Like, he is literally running the world. The art is just amazing. The storytelling is awesome. There are some serious twists and turns to this story that I did not see coming, that I really, really loved. But seeing the Riddler and the Joker as your Montoya and Bullet characters, because they are basically they are the police force and all this kind of stuff, and to see how Bane has gotten everybody to work on the same page, it's not what you think it is, and everything about this I love, and I can't wait to see how this book goes. And yeah, you should definitely check this one out.
All right, I think I gave you enough clues. Paul, you know what my pick of the week is? Paul? All right, great, Paul. Great. We're not going to do a shtick?
Sorry. What is it?
You just go to hell, Paul. Just enough. Just done with you.
So From Hell is your pick of the week?
That's right. It's From Hell, issue 6, totally remastered in color. No, you don't listen, Paul. My pick of the week is Assassination, number 5 by Kyle Starks and Erica Henderson. This is the culmination of the story. Perhaps we'll get more at some point, but for now, this closes this chapter, and I love it after the reveal from last issue of what is actually going on. You're not finding out until the very end. There's so many cool little nods to basically how 80s action movies always ended, where, you know, things just get so real and some craziness always happens. There's some great gunfights in this one, a lot of cool reveals, things I didn't see coming, and I was just so satisfied at the end of this. Yeah, it doesn't, hurt that Starks is my buddy and all, but I really think everybody needs to check this out. If you missed it in issues, the trade comes out, I believe, the beginning of September. And if you're, like, on the fence, like, I know Erica Henderson. I think Erica Henderson is a great artist. And if you've only seen Squirrel Girl and you're like, but I didn't care for Squirrel Girl, this is amazing. She does some crazy, violent things that you just need to see to believe. Just really good. Really good. Her sound effects are really good. It's everything I wanted. I got everything I wanted, so read the book, grab the trade if you missed the issues. Like I said, September. It's a fantastic book, and you need to read it. It's required. Alright, that's the end of the video. We're done. Thank you everybody who checked out the channel, who's been checking out Capes and Scowls, who has been following Team Ashen on Patreon. Like, there's so many good things happening in our world. Paul, good things in your world?
Yeah.
Paul's world is pretty good. So thank you everybody for that. Anything you want to plug, Paul?
If you are fans of Epic Gaming and like Fortnite or Dauntless or anything like that, use Teams-Ashen as a creator code. We are now Epic affiliates. So yeah,
That's right. We are Epic affiliates, so
we'll leave it in the comments.
we will. I won't, but he will.
I mean, I will.
He'll do it. And yeah, so that's a great way to support us as well. And I before we go, I just gotta say, no Johnny Quest Blu-ray, which is fine. Actually, my bum buddy said he didn't see it when he was out. He was gonna grab it for me, but that's fine. I just didn't want to end the episode without mentioning it again because we've gone 3 weeks now, just me drooling over Johnny Quest. It has a new ad.
I really hope someone just randomly buys it and sends it to the store. I really
That's
do.
fine. I don't actually want. I
know
don't want
you
to. I don't want to.
want-
I don't want to
you
ask for
them to
things.
I know you don't want to ask someone for it, but if someone volunteered it, you'd be happy. So it's like one of those things where it's just
Would
like,
I though, or would it just seem weird to me? Now I don't know how I would feel.
No, you would love it.
Would I
You
love
would-
it?
yes,
I'm
you
not
would.
very
You
capable of
absolutely would
love.
it.
Love?
Because it's disjointed love. Because like
Disjointed.
Because you
I'm
don't
listening.
have to hug them. Like you don't have to hug them.
I
for
can't
it,
even hug
because
them.
exactly, and that's what you prefer. You would.
I
Prefer
would
them
prefer
not-
hugging.
You would prefer to.
I'm
not
a
hug
hugger.
them.
I would hug them.
Okay, maybe you are. I have no idea. I'm lost.
Do you want me to hug you?
Not really.
I'll hug you right now. You want me to go over there, get the camera off the tripod, and
I
hug you?
don't.
I'll do it.
Don't.
Why not?
Because it's just not. It's not a good time right now.
Now's not a good time to hug you? Oh man, I thought you were the happy one.
I am normally.
Well, fine. Paul's ruining everything.
Sorry.
I'll hug you off camera. We'll hug in post. I'm just rambling now. Who gives a shit? Good night, everybody.